Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar and thumbs up and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk. Or if you'd like to support the ministry work that I do, you can do so through garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one is about Anti-Zionism is fuel for anti-Semitism. French Minister Berge visits Israel to unveil new law against anti-Semitism. Aurore Berge, France's Minister for Gender Equality and the Fight Against Discrimination, arrived in Israel to unveil an upcoming French law targeting anti-Semitism, including hatred of the Jewish state. Her visit comes amid rising anti-Semitism in France and strained diplomatic ties between Paris and Jerusalem over disagreements on the Middle East policy. In the coming weeks, we will pass a new law against anti-Semitism, Berge said in an exclusive interview with Israel news outlet Ynet News. The new outpost proposed French legislation calls for a maximum penalty for up to 5 years in prison and a fine amounting to €75,000. Berge who previously chaired the French-Israel Friendship Group in the National Assembly, warned the gravest danger is in anti-Semitism is indifference to evil and its normalisation, that it becomes routine, that we think it is inevitable and that nothing can be done. French lawmaker Caroline Yadin introduced a new bill against anti-Semitism that addresses the deliberate confusion between the terms anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. Anti-Zionists who call for the destruction of Israel and deny its right to exist in security to try to claim this is merely a ban on criticising Israel. Anti-Zionism is fuel for anti-Semitism, and I will not allow it to ignite in France, Yadin said. France recently called on the United Nations to remove official Francesca Albanese, who previously described Israel as an enemy of humanity during an Al Jazeera forum. By recently describing Israel as an enemy of humanity, Albanese, has crossed an additional threshold, fitting into rhetoric that constitutes contemporary forms of anti-Semitism, Yadin stated. While recognizing the challenges, Berge welcomed the new proposed legislation against Jew hatred in France. France is honoured to become one of the only countries in the world with such a clear law this issue. We hope other countries will follow our example, she said. Already on October 8th, institutions were issued to protect French Jews. Berge added, we ordered that all complaints related to anti-Semitism be expedited so that justice would be delivered swiftly. In 2024, I convened all the organisations dealing with the issues, including those representing all religions, because I believe it is essential to present a united front in the fight against anti-Semitism. We focus particularly on young people because both the victims and perpetrators are increasingly young. We are incorporating the IHRA, the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, definition of anti-Semitism into teacher training so they can explain what anti-Semitism is in its new form, she explained. Around 500,000 Jews and 7 million Muslims reside in France, constituting the largest Jewish and Muslim communities in Western Europe. And in the European Union, radicalised Muslims and far-left activists have played a central role in the dramatic rise in anti-Semitic incidents in France since the Hamas October 7, 2023 attack. In 2024, the French Jewish Protection Service warned that Jew hatred had become a new routine in France. Berge hopes to restart the Israeli-France dialogue and diplomatic tensions due to France's unilateral recognition of a Palestinian state in 2025, which Israel vows as a betrayal and a reward for Hamas's terrorism and the October 7th atrocities. She is expected to pay respects to the victims of the Hamas-led massacre and visit the devastated Israeli border community of Kibbutz Nir Oz. Burge is also scheduled to meet with French citizens living in Israel and visit Israel's Holocaust Memorial Museum called Yad Vashem. She also commented on the increasing number of French Jews relocating to Israel due to anti-Semitism in France. Immigration must remain a matter of free choice and not something imposed out of fear or a sense of inevitability. I refuse to accept a reality in which French Jews feel that they must leave their country, our country. No one should have to give up life in their homeland. France must guarantee that for all its citizens, including French Jews. As President Macron said on Friday, France without Jews is not the same country, and that is not the country we wish to live in, Burge said, adding that France intends to boost security around Jewish institutions. French leader Robert Inge warned last August that more French Jews would consider immigrating to Israel and other countries if France failed to address the rising levels of anti-Semitism. Despite serious challenges, Burge articulated cautious optimism about the future. If I were pessimistic, I would not be involved in politics, she explained. It may be a quarter to midnight, but it is not yet midnight. It is never too late. It is very important for me to convey through my visit a message of hope and friendship to the Jewish people and to all Israel. This is a wonderful step forward for France, who has been infiltrated by Muslim migrants, and unfortunately they haven't been conducive to be living alongside the Jewish people in France. Jewish businesses have been firebombed, homes have been damaged, mezuzahs have been taken off doors, but at least this is a step in the right direction for France. May she be blessed because she stood with Israel this one time. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.